Okay, so let's talk about SMT transistors. This transistor, you know, is the same as the one next to it, the small one. Now, on the board, or in your kit, you're going to have some components that look like that in the little black strip. They give you a practice place. Top left of the board, right under the resistor practice, is a Q1, Q2, and Q3. We are on step 21 of your book. So let's look at that. And so here we have Q1, Q2, and Q3. Now I'm going to do this one a little different. I'm going to apply a tiny bit of solder to one of my pads, this one, and then I'm going to insert the component into it while the solder is still hot, let it set up, and then I'll apply a tiny bit of solder to each top pad. Make sure you do this practice first. So I'm going to install this SMT transistor. I'm going to simply apply a little bit of solder there. That's enough. I'm going to take my component, place it where I need it. In fact, I'm going to change hand. And so I'm going to slide my component into the hot solder. So I'm going to heat the solder up just a little bit. Heat it up. And then wait, and it's soldered in place. Next, I'm going to apply solder to the other two pads. If you dally too long and apply too much heat, these are gone. That didn't take much heat to burn these up. So I'm going to apply a little bit of solder. Best job. There we go. And we're going to apply some solder on this side. Okay, so what do we do if we've applied too much heat and one of these is any good and it's all black? Well, they give you some extra spots. So you can replace it with a much bigger version. Either one you can do. So let's look at this one. And we're going to look at our manual. It's a little confusing on the bottom of page 6. It has a picture of our transistor labeled with E, B, and C. All right. So we know where E, B, and C is. Flat side up. E, B, and C, flat side up. So let's go and look here and say that Q5, because you're supposed to install Q4 through 6, one for each lettering, that we decided that one's not going to work because we got too much heat on it. Well, the pads right next to it are labeled E, B, and C. So what you need to do is you need to remove the component on Q5. You heat it up and just kind of flip it off, whatever you need to do. And we will install our backup transistor, the large one, on the EBC pads. They're wired in parallel. You can't have both. And so flat side up, we see that this is E, B, and C. Flat side up. E, B, and C. And so I'm going to flip mine down like so. I might even trim it off just a little bit. A little bit too long, so I'm going to trim mine off just a little bit. Now you need to pay attention because different ones are going to be different. Pay attention to the pads. We have EBC located right here, EBC. So I'm going to flip it over So the E is on the other side. And this one happens to solder flat side down. So it will solder like this onto the board. Same way as always. I've already tinned my pads. I'm just going to heat this up. Grab my and I've installed the EVC backup transistor. So complete that. Try to do Q4, 5, and 6. If you can't complete, if one of those get too hot or you think you've messed with it too long, and simply go into your backup transistor and install those. But make sure you put them in correctly and not backwards. Come see me if you have issues, and we'll figure it out.